Okay, so last time we have discussed the following theories, but now we are going to discuss the leadership issues in the 21st century. Meron tayo ditong 5. Okay, first is managing power, second is developing trust, third is empowering employees, leading across cultures, and becoming an effective leader. Okay, wala nang patumpik-tumpik pa. So, managing power or formal power. Okay. So, managing power class, it's basically issue siya kasi some are taking advantage of their power, right? So, ibig sabihin, dahil nasa posisyon sila, ganyan, they are bringing people down instead of being a leader. Okay, so these are the different formal powers or powers that arise from the position of the leader. So first is a legitimate power. The power a leader has as a result of his or her position is legitimate power. So dahil nasa position siya, meron siyang power. Coercive power, the power a leader has to punish or control. Or reward power, the power to give positive benefits and rewards. Okay? So, it answers the question, where do leaders get their power? So, it can be, they can get the power they have because of their position, because of their, ability or power to punish or control. They can punish or control, and they can give rewards. Okay. These are the two types of personal power, although meron pa akong na-search na isa na informational power. Okay. Expert power is the influence a leader can exert as a result of his or her expertise, skills, or knowledge. Okay. Dahil magaling siya sa ganitong bagay, he has a power to, kumbaga, parang, for example, si SpongeBob saka si Mr. Crab. Okay? Merong expert power si Mr. Crab kaya inaaway siya ni Plankton. Okay? Kasi nasa kanya yung secret recipe. Di ba? Ng Krabby Patty. Expert power yon. Actually, ganun daw sa ibang companies. Meron siyang expert power kasi siya lang nakakaalam ng recipe for a certain, for example, sa Coke, ganyan. Ang alam ko, hindi ko maalala kung Coke or Pepsi yun, pero sa mga formula daw ng mga drinks nila, parang dalawa lang ata nakakaalam. Feeling ko sa sinauna yun, pero dalawa lang nakakaalam ng formula, so hindi daw talaga sila nagsasabay na parang sumakay sa aeroplano kasi pag nag-crash yung isa, at least meron pa yung isa, di ba ganun? Okay, and referent power, the power of a leader that arises because of a person's desirable resources or admired personal traits. Parang siyang charismatic power. Okay? So, ito usually, yung referent power is sa mga artista, ganyan. They have the power to encourage you to buy something. Okay. Second issue naman is you're developing trust. It's not easy to build trust, right? Trust is earned. Okay. Trust is gained. So, of course, the credibility of a leader, the assessment of a leader's honesty, competence, and ability to inspire by his or her followers. Okay, credibility, yun. Who among the leaders have the greatest credibility? Ibig sabihin, pag nagsalita siya, naniniwala lahat. Pwedeng in a good way, in a bad way. Yun. So, trust is the belief of followers in the integrity, character, and ability of a leader. Mahalaga to ha, kasi you cannot be a leader if the people do not trust you. Kaya kailangan mo talagang patunayan yung sarili mo. So, meron tayo ditong dimensions of trust, integrity, competence, consistency, loyalty, and openness. Totoo to. Integrity. Siyempre, dapat yung mga government officials natin hindi nagkukurap, ganyan, competent sila. They should be consistent. Ibig sabihin, pag may sinabi sila na maganda, gagawin nila, implement nila, and they have to do these promises all throughout. Hindi yung papasahin ka lang ganon. Okay, kaya nga we should be able to examine kung sino talagang dapat iboto kasi hindi lang dapat yung sumasayaw-sayaw, ganyan. Or hindi lang dapat yung charismatic, but rather yung meron talagang plataforma. Okay. And maganda, syempre, kung mali yung binoto natin last time, iboto natin kung sino ang karapat-dapat. Consistency means doing things na doing good. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka lang umpisa na, okay, if you promise this, ginawa mo sa umpisa, sa dulo naman, nag-corrupt ka, ganyan. Okay, consistent is, palagi, parang, how do I say this? Basta yun, alam niyo yung consistent. Next is loyalty. And of course, openness. It is also related to increases in job performance, organizational citizenship, behavior, job satisfaction, and organizational commitment. How do you build trust? Practice openness. Ibig sabihin nun, they should be able to say their thoughts, ganyan. Be fair. Huwag bias, ganon. Speak your feelings. Tell the truth. Totoo yun. Be honest. Show consistency, fulfill your promises. Ito yung sinasabi ko. Okay, dapat when you promise something, you do it. Okay? Parang may naalala ko na, hindi naman joke, pero parang quote na, huwag ka daw magpa-promise kasi ang kasunod ng promise ay sorry. Kaya nga, promissory note. Ayun. So, yun. Mahirap kasi fulfill yung promises, pero pag government official, dapat talaga mataas yung standard natin. Kapag magpa-promise sila, dapat gagawin nila. Okay, kasi nga, hinalala sila doon. So, ano ambag mo? Siyempre, yung tax mo nagbabayad ka, still ikaw rin nag-look sa kanila, kaya accountability nila, yung, kumbaga, pinagkatiwala mo sila, kaya accountability lang i-fulfill yung mga yon. Okay? Maintain confidence and demonstrate competence. Competence means being able to do action plans for the betterment of the country, for the betterment of the organization, prioritizing your people. Okay, lalo na ngayon, di ba? With the pandemic, ganyan, kailangan talaga priority ang health. Okay, hunger, against hunger, di ba? Kung may makakain pa yung mga tao, mga employment ng mga tao, mga trabaho, ganyan. Okay. For me kasi dapat hindi pinaprioritize ngayon yung mga tourism, ganyan. Okay. So, of course, research has shown that trust is leadership is significantly related to positive job outcomes. So, kaya importante ang pag-build ng trust. Okay. Next is all about empowering your employees. Okay. So, empowerment is increasing the decision-making discretion of workers, such as teams can make key operating decisions in developing budgets, scheduling workloads, controlling inventories, and solving quality problems. Ang empowerment class is letting your members do or make decisions on their own. Okay, ganon. So why do you have to empower your employees? It's for quicker responses to problems and faster decisions. So it addresses the problem of increased spans of control in relieving managers so they can address other problems. Okay. The next one class is yung cross-cultural leadership. Okay, so actually dito makikita ninyo, these are the universal elements of effective leadership: vision, foresight, providing encouragement, trustworthiness, dynamism, positivity, positiveness, and proactiveness. Proactiveness is, ito yung wala pa yung problema, ginagawan mo na ng solusyon or na-anticipate mo na siya. Okay, ang kabaliktaran class ng proactive is reactive. Ang reactive, kung nandyan na yung problema, saka ka lang gagawa ng solusyon. Okay? So, I ask you in your reflection questions if ano ang mga characteristics ng ating Filipino leader. Sana may nahanap kayo. Pero meron kasi ako nahanap dito na i-share ko lang din. Na merong study ang Globe. Globe ba yun? Globe ata. Now, 5 must-have qualities of every Filipino business leader. Okay, number 1 daw is pagmamalasakit or empathy. Okay, it's more than sympathy. Empathy kasi is putting your shoes in the shoes of the others. Okay, lalo na sa mga mahihirap. Talagang makatao ka, yung ganon. If you are feeling them, now as if na ikaw mayaman ka, parang hindi kayo privileged na, dahil mayaman ako, hindi ko na na-feel, hindi ko alam yung feeling. You should put kumbaga, ilagay mo yung sarili mo doon sa kanila. Okay. So, number 2 daw is pagpapakumbaba or humility. So, ang humility kasi is going back to where you have gone. Kanon. So, kailangan lumingon ka sa pinanggalingan mo. Okay. Okay, third is pagkamaasisa or curiosity. Okay. So, sabi dito, curiosity is made up of two parts. The first is admitting that there are many things one doesn't know, and second is having an eager desire to learn more. Okay. Kaya sabi nga nila, marunong ang nagtatanong. Okay, 4 is leadership pride. So, Filipinos are emotionally connected people. Ayan. So, very passionate kasi tayo sa Filipino pride na kapag merong sumikat sa abroad, ganyan, iaangkin mo na ay, ito, Filipino to, ganyan. Okay. And last is pakikisama or servant leadership. No man is an island in and of itself. Every man is a piece of continent. Okay, kaya dapat marunong kang makisama. Okay. Next issue class is gender differences in leadership. Okay, so example dito is males and females use different styles. So sabi sa researchers daw, women tend to adopt a more democratic or participative style unless in a male-dominated job. Women tend to use transformational leadership. Men tend to use transactional leadership. So may nakita ko dito, feeling ko malabo. So sinend ko naman na to kanina. Ayan. So, female versus male emerging leaders. Sa women daw, meticulous, autonomous, socially confident. Autonomous being strong, independent, ganyan. So, sa men naman is rational, decisive, at stress resistant. Okay, so usually, ang women daw, they communicate openly, pay attention to social relationships, use intuition, ganyan. Men are more dominant, focus on their vision, enjoy thinking about the big picture. Actually, meron namang positive and negative for both genders. So, hindi dapat tayong nag-generalize na mas magaling ang mga lalaki sa mga babae dahil marami naman talagang mga magagaling na mga babae ngayon na mga leaders. Hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas but also other country. Okay, leader training. Training is more likely to be successful with individuals who are high self-monitors than those who are self-monitor. So, dahil hindi ko rin naman alam kung ano itong self-monitoring, sinush ko syempre. Self-monitoring class is the extent to which people base their behavior on cues from other people and situation. So, anong characteristics ng high self-monitors? Pay attention to the behavior of other people and behave accordingly. Appear predictable and less consistent and demonstrate higher levels of managerial self-awareness. Ang low self-monitors naman is pay less attention to situational cues, parang kabaliktaran lang. Behave consistently across situations and less likely to respond to work group norms or supervisory feedback. Okay. Yan, balik tayo dito. So, yung mga high self-monitors ay mas likely na effective yung training sa kanila. Okay, so individuals with higher levels of motivation to lead are more receptive to leadership development opportunities. Okay, usually kasi yung mga willing to learn, sila din yung mga most likely nagiging leader. Okay, so ito naman is that substitute for leadership. Sabi dito, leadership may not be always important. So, naging issue siya kasi, important ba talagang leadership? Is it required to have leadership? Ganyan. Okay. So, meron tayo ditong characteristics na pwedeng ma-replace ang employees need for a leader support or ability to create structure and reduce task ambiguity. So, follower characteristics, pwedeng experience, training, professional orientation, or the need for independence. So, pwedeng mas magaling yung follower sa leader. Let's admit that. Job characteristics, routine, unambiguous, and satisfying jobs. Organizational characteristics, explicit formalized goals, rigid rules and procedures, or cohesive work groups. So itong mga to, it can replace the employee's need for a leader support or ability to create structure and reduce task ambiguity. Dahil kaya naman ng followers. So why need a leader? So these are the terms that you need to know. Ganyan. Yan, isa-isang lumalabas. So ito yung mga pinag-aralan natin. And of course, these are the references that we used. Okay. And of course, I will be ending my lecture with this quote. The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Okay. It's very relevant today because mapapaisip tayo na sana hindi na lang ako nag-aaral kasi online class, nahihirapan ako, ang daming ginagawa, ganyan. But please remember that kaya ka naghihirap ngayon kasi God is preparing you to something that you are praying for. Maybe you're praying for na yumaman ka, na makapagtapos ka ng pag-aaral, na gumanda ang buhay mo, na magkaroon ka ng magandang trabaho, ito na yun. Okay? So, hindi ka naman bibigyan ni Lord ng mga pagsubok kung hindi mo kaya. So, ibig sabihin nun matatag ka. Ibig sabihin nun yung mga iniipon mong mga paghihirap ngayon ay mga lesson yun para madala mo, para na-encounter mo ulit in the future ay mas maging matatag ka na. Okay, so kaya nyo yan, kaya natin to. Although pati ako, kumbaga very struggling din talaga ako for the past days. But, tinadaan ko na lang din sa dasal. Kaya kayo din, idaan nyo na lang din sa dasal whatever you're feeling right now. Let us pray for the country. Let us pray for us, pray for your teachers, pray for your classmates, pray for yourself, pray for your family dahil meron pa namang COVID-19. Ganyan. And pray. Siguro sabi nga nila, wag mo daw i-ask na walang pagsubok, but rather the strength to conquer everything. Okay, so if you reach this at this point, or if you reach this point, hopefully maging okay ka. Hopefully na-inspire ka rin sa mga ito, na maging leader ka. Actually, kahit hindi ka leader, as in leader with label pwede ka maging leader by actually sending your notes, sending the questions, or pag may announcement, forward mo sa kaklase mo na walang internet, tulungan mo yung kaklase mo, ganyan. It's the first step. Yan, thank you sa mga gumagawa na, and thank you for listening in this discussion. Ayan, so thank you from Blackpink. And so I'm currently watching the documentary Blackpink Light Up the Sky. Yan, so mag-relax din kayo. Okay? If you're watching this, I hope you are okay. And I hope, kung hindi ka man okay, I hope na mamaya or bukas, maging okay ka rin. Maging okay ka rin. So reach out to your friends, guys. So stay safe and happy weekend. See you.